And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Okay, so the Reds are back in action today, of course, as we do take on Newcastle United in the Premier League. Look, after last night's results, ladies and gentlemen, it's a really good opportunity to extend the lead at the top of the table. Now, of course, if you don't know what happened yesterday, well, then Fulham did us a favour. I know it's still early days in the title race, and I know some fans don't like me talking about a title race at this moment in time, but look, there is a fact here. Arsenal have lost yet another game as they went top of the table at Christmas, of course losing to West Ham, and have now lost to Fulham, taking them down to 4th in the table. Liverpool, of course, now have the opportunity to go 5 points clear of the pack. Of course, Manchester City also in action soon as well, as they've got a game in hand and played the same amount of games as us, so can of course close it to keep it still at 2 points. But in terms of, we're talking about Arsenal, we can go 5 points clear of them, and in fact we can go 5 points clear tonight in general. But really fantastic to see. Really exciting to see, and I've always said at the start of the season, I don't think Arsenal are actually title challengers. I really don't. I don't see them as a team that's going to go on and win the league. I always felt, look, it's either going to be Manchester City, but if there's any team that has ran the race before, any manager that knows how to win titles, and any manager that can take Pep Guardiola right to the wire and actually take that trophy off of him, is Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. Yes, we have our problems. I've said it so many times. I do think the Premier League is very weird this year, but sometimes you have these weird seasons. I'm not talking about a season where it's going to be 190 points to win the title. It's probably going to be a bit closer towards the 80 mark. But as I said, if Liverpool can keep this consistency up, going up through January, February, March, April, May, then look, there's a situation, there's a conversation to be had there that we could win the league. Let's just hope Manchester City stay off the ball. They are starting to purr again, but I just feel there, look, Arsenal flailing away, Tottenham super inconsistent. It's a weird season for us, but I do think there is an opportunity to win this title. But as I keep on saying, the January transfer window for me is very important to try and bring in some players, but I'm not going to bore you with that today, guys. Liverpool are set to agree their first deal of this transfer window, and that's going to be for Fabio Carvalho. Now look, Fabio Carvalho was announced yesterday that he had returned back to Merseyside. This is after making 3 starts for RB Leipzig. Not good enough, really. It's not what we thought it was going to be. Started off really well, won the DFL Super Cup against Bayern Munich, stopped Harry Kane from picking up his first trophy, but ever since then his game time has been very far and few between. We reported you back at the start of December that Liverpool, of course, did have intentions in bringing the Portuguese player back to Anfield, but with one caveat: he is probably going to be shipped out again. I don't think he's going to be back for squad depth of such. I'd be really surprised if he was. However, multiple sources within the English media, Sky Sports, other journalists are stating that he will be making an instant loan back with one of those teams leading the race, currently being Championship leaders, Leicester City. Now, again, this may seem as regression for you. You would probably feel like Fabio Carvalho could be playing at the Premier League, could be playing at a higher level. Of course, we bought him from the Championship from Fulham. And you're probably thinking, well, wouldn't this be a backward step? But actually, I think this would be a good move for him. Look, Leicester City are currently top of the table. They probably will be winning the league. I can't see anyone else beating them. I can always just see him going there. So if he gets in, gets some game time, gets some winning experience under his belt as well, I think it could be a move again to just try and reboot his career ever so slightly. He's kind of been away whilst he's been at Liverpool, not really worked out in that first year. RB Leipzig would have been a confidence knocker as well. So to drop down a division, play with Leicester for half the season, go on and play in a winning team, winning formula, play week in and week out, win the league, get a medal around your neck, then we can reevaluate his situation come the summer. But it's definitely important he does go out there and get game time, because over the last year and a half, it has very much been very far and few between, especially his stint at RB Leipzig. He probably would have played a lot more games at Liverpool if he had stayed, just due to the sort of Europa League games and all the rest of it. But it does seem as though Liverpool are set to agree their first deal days after, or a day after really, Liverpool recalled him back from his his loan in the Bundesliga. So that's all with regards to him. But yeah, wherever he goes, I wish him all the best. And as I said, if anything comes up, I'll keep you up to date with everything with regards to his current situation. And when that move materializes, I will again then update you here on the channel, which will be a needs must. But now, guys, of course, turning our attention towards tonight, a big one, another big game in this title race. Of course, we've been talking about Arsenal dropping points, been talking about the need for our consistency. However, we've got an opportunity here against a low confidence side in Newcastle. 1 win from 6, really struggling at this moment in time with injuries. Lascelles, one of their centre backs who's come in, who's been playing a lot recently due to players being injured, is out as well. So it's a game that I feel that Liverpool can win fairly easily, especially Anfield as well, under the lights, just because the way Newcastle are currently playing, their injury crisis at this moment in time has been pretty bad. Their last game, of course, was a 3-1 defeat to Nottingham Forest. Prior to that, they lost to Luton Town. Prior to that, they were knocked out of the EFL Cup against Chelsea. Prior to that, they did win, their last win coming on the 16th of December against Fulham. However, previous to that, they were knocked out of the Champions League when they lost to AC Milan. They lost to Tottenham 4-1. They lost to Everton 3-0. And then, yeah, you'd have to go all the way back to the start of December for their first win, for their other win before the Fulham game. So, a team lacking in confidence, most certainly. Liverpool, obviously, can we take this? Again, every time points or a team has dropped points with regards to the top of the table this year, we've kind of had opportunities to go top. We are top, I know now, but we've had opportunities to maybe extend our gap. But our own inconsistency, and our own failings have been our sort of downfall. We've never really been able to step up to the next slate and get that 3 points and be ruthless. But that's exactly what we need to do tonight against Newcastle. And then we can reevaluate our situation a bit later on. Again, with the January transfer window, nothing with regards to pure substance. Yes, there's always a paper talk. There's always stuff maybe from, the Mirror, the Sun, all these sorts of things linking players. I'm not going to bring you these crappy stories to you. Again, I'll wait and see who we can do. Paul Joyce's, Fabrizio Romano's, David Ornstein's and other sources. Then we will bring maybe some transfer news a bit later on. But I hope Liverpool do get this checkbook out, because it's a really good opportunity for Liverpool to go on and win this title this year. I'm being serious with you guys. I'm looking down the camera and I don't want to make an ass of myself. We've got a really, really good opportunity, but I still just think we're a bit short with regards to different positions, strength and depth. And I do think we could add a little bit more extra quality and not fall asleep at the wheel and go for this title. But it all starts again here tonight against Newcastle under the lights at Anfield. Here's hoping for another 3 points. My score predictions for this one is going to be 3-0 to Liverpool. I think we'll show that ruthless side of us, and I don't think really Newcastle do have a chance going into this game. So that's my score predictions. Now it's over to you. Let me know your score predictions down there in the comment section below. Hit the old like button. Hit the subscribe button, and of course, let me know your thoughts with regards to Fabio Carvalho, his situation at Leipzig. Let me know, do you think Leicester City would be a good move for him? Again, in the comment section below. And that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.